What I want to do in this video is give an introduction to the Persian Farsi language. However, I don't want to go too deep into the history of the language right now. I actually want to go and just dive right into teaching Persian Farsi. Now, first thing you got to understand is that it is an RTL language. Everything is written right. Oops. Everything is written right to left. Okay, so a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be writing from the right side of the board to the left. It's quite counterintuitive for most westernized or us westernized individuals because we're used to reading everything from the LTR, left to right. Now, what I really like about Farsi is that it is such an elegantly written language. If you watch my first video on the history of algebra, I almost said history of Arabic, you basically understand that the way that Farsi, Arabic, and algebra they're very closely related as far as beauty, and we also use the Arabic letter system, such as 1, 2, 3, 4. All those other languages we use the Arabic letter system in mathematics today. Okay, all right. So to start off, I want to talk about the first 5 letters in the Arabic alphabet. I'm going to start with the first one, which is Aleph. I'm going to write it Aleph. Okay, and it sounds just like ah as you open your mouth. Ah. Okay, so this letter is. Let me just begin by saying that in Arabic, Farsi, these Middle Eastern languages, we have several different versions of every single character of every single letter, such as we have a beginning form, or sometimes called the initial form. We have the middle form, and we have the final form, and we have one last form called the standalone form. Standalone form. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, Aleph can only connect to the left. So the beginning form will look like this. Beginning form. It does not connect to the left. It has a mid form, which is also its final form. Sorry, I'm going to rewrite those. The mid form, and it connects to the right, and the final form. Okay. Now, it does not connect to the left, which is very important. I got to draw this little kola. This little thing up here is called a kola. I know you can't read this yet. Kola, which means hat. Hat in Farsi. Okay, so this little hat, or kola, that's on top of it, is occasionally written in beginner's Farsi, but I won't be writing this too much. On some words, you will see this kola written on top, but all you have to know is that it is a little hat that kind of influences the way it's pronounced, but occasionally doesn't, which is kind of interesting about the kola. Okay, so here's our first letter, Aleph, and I'm going to actually move these down. Okay, over, oops, cut, move it down here. Cool. Alright, so we can make these a nice little table. The standalone form of Aleph is just a straight line down. It makes an ah sound, just remember that. Now, the next letter is Be. Be. Okay. Now, Be is pronounced B. Aleph, B. Okay, A, B. The standalone form of it is what I just wrote. Actually, all the standalone forms are just going to be written over here. So I'm actually not going to continue it over here, but the standalone form on how these letters are going to be written is going to be written over here. Okay. Now the final version of B, where it attaches to the right and does not attach to the left, looks like something like that. The middle version. Now this is going to get confusing. Okay, it looks like that. Once I start connecting these letters, you'll start seeing how they form together. But it'll be nice to understand and know how to connect these like in cursive. Okay, now the ending version, I'm sorry, the beginning version looks something like this. Okay, this is be. All right, go with these two characters. The next character, which is not in the Arabic language, but it is purely a Farsi letter, is pe. 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 Okay? It makes the sound of a P in the English language, P. Alright. And its final form looks something like this. Its middle form connects like this. Okay, this down here, these three dots, it's going to get a little confusing sometimes, but you'll see these three dots. Let me write it up here. You'll see these three dots written like this, a circle, or just three dots. These are the three different ways you can write these three dots. There's more ways too. People get really creative. You can even write it as a V or an upside down V like that. But I will be writing it in this form. That's just how I prefer to write my handwriting in Persian Farsi. Okay, and now the beginning version of this looks something like this. Okay. I will be teaching all these in a group type setting, so Aleph, Be, Pe. Now you'll see another character looks very similar. Te. Looks like a little smiley face. Broaden up his eyes a little bit. This is pronounced te, or it is a T in the English language. Okay. Its final form looks something like this. Its middle form looks something like this. And its beginning form looks something like this. Okay. Alright, and one more in this group I want to bring up. Okay, I'm going to nudge this a little down a little further, is se. Se. Okay, don't get confused with, there are, I think, three or four different S's in this language. Try not to focus on learning how to spell a word with one say. That will completely confuse a lot of native speakers and other Persian Farsi specialists. You want to use, like every word will come with a special se. A sad, a se, or a sin. These letters basically denote their Arabic counterparts, and what you'll notice in Persian Farsi is that it uses a lot of Arabic. It steals a lot of words from Arabic. Now, as you guessed, you notice how these look the same. The final form, where it attaches at the end of a word, looks like this. Okay, excuse my handwriting. I'm actually going to rewrite that one. Okay, the final form looks something like this. The middle form, something like this. And the beginning form looks something like this. As soon, just connect those two dots. Cool. So these are the first 5 letters and 5 letters of the Farsi alphabet. Okay. And I want you to practice writing these basic initial forms. And in the next lesson, I will show you how to start connecting them and forming some really simple words in Farsi. Okay?